All right, hello class. Welcome to chapter 17 review, the imaginary text. You did a good job of posting questions this week, and I enjoyed reading them. First one, how to find good and bad in an object. So this person posted, I can tell when there's something good and bad within a person. But how can you find good and bad with an object? Well, we found a good and bad with the object with our good news, bad news in the letter. And that's a good example where everything is connected together. So once you have a need, there will be objects that will be good and objects that will be bad. And so everything's connected, and it's a lot like sports. So you look at basketball. When that basketball hoop goes into the wrong hoop for the other person's team, that's bad. When that basketball goes into the hoop of a good team, your team, that's good, right? But it's the same action, it's just the wrong hoop, right? And then they rotate hoops, and then it gets confusing. So that's kind of how objects are always connected to people. Let's see. When do you do the no? There's good. No, there's good. No, there's you. There's me, and there's the text. People are texting me, and I'm like pushing it up. When do you do no? There's you. There's me, and there's a space. Exercise. Do you do in the beginning? Do you middle at the end? I think the answer to that is yes. There's no right or wrong way to do that. It's very helpful to explore the other person, explore the text, explore the space. I do it a lot at all different spaces. When I feel like there's a disconnect, I'll have people do it. So anytime. Good news and bad news for your monologue. So what's the good news, bad news for your monologue? You should try this for your monologue that you're working on. What do you hope the other person's going to say? What do you hope for? That's the good news. What are you afraid of that they'll say? I mean, even just saying that, right? And that's why Declan's like, never think in one. So you should always know what you want them to say. I hope for this, and I'm afraid they're going to say that, because then it gives you not two things to pursue, because you only need to pursue one thing, but it splits what you're pursuing into two things that could happen, right? So try that with your monologue. You can't listen to everything the other character is saying. Someone in class wrote they tried to did a play once, and they tried to listen to every single word, and I've done that too, and it is painful. You can't listen to everything the other character says. You know why? Because we don't listen to everything people tell us, right? You're not listening to everything that you're hearing now. You're only listening to what you need to listen to, which is the impulse and your cue line. You don't have to listen to every single word the character is saying. You are listening for when that impulse to speak is, and then your cue line. Impulse to speak, somebody wanted a clarification of what's impulse to speak. Impulse to speak is when you hear the idea from the other character that gives you your next idea to speak. So you're talking along and you're talking about whatnot, then all of a sudden you say, what restaurant should we go to? This. Should we go here? Should we go here? And then your next line is, yeah, I'm hungry, right? So your impulse to speak, we're listening to the other character's ideas and lines to hear what that first idea is in your text. That's the impulse to speak, is you're listening to the other character's ideas to hear your first idea in that line. Say stupid after every line. It's great. I've had other versions of that, but stupid is great. And what do you think that does when you say a line? So I'll do a line. I'll be like, when I was 5 years old, stupid. My parents took me to a petting zoo, stupid. Right? What does that do? It puts the line further into the other person, right? Because when you're calling somebody stupid, you're not calling yourself stupid. You're calling them stupid, right? And so it's all about them. It's all about the target. It's a great exercise. You should try that with your monologue. Look for no, not this, not that exercise in your monologue as well. Look for the content, and usually a monologue has a this and a that. It has something vague and then specific, or something here and there. In my monologue, we're talking about the contrasting of poop, of deer poop and human poop. There's this and then there's that, right? So look at for your this and your that moments in your monologue to see if that could be helpful. All right, that was fun. Miss you guys. Bye.